Welcome to another PC Sportscards PSA submission reveal. This is Josh with PC Sportscards. Today we have a video for you from Economy 2022.70. That's the $50 submission level. Taking about 6 to 8 weeks to get these orders back. If you haven't seen any of our videos before, we do videos on cards coming back, cards going out, anything about the card hobby. If you like that kind of content, click that subscribe button, click the little bell to get alerts. We want you guys to know what's going on, what we see all the time, and try to give you some of our insight into the card market, into cards. So this video is a cool one. We have five main cards to talk about, and then at the end we got 3 cards that I really like. And without any further ado, let's get into it. First card up, we have the 1996 Kobe NBA 50th. Now, first things first, when we talk about a lot of these cards, we talk about them not from a collecting and not from a long-term investing standpoint, but from a speculative grading standpoint. That's a little fuzz that's on the card. So, to me, this is a great card to be sending in at the economy level, $50 a card, because it goes for somewhere between $200 and $250 raw. A PSA 8 sells for $500, and that is the most common grade that you're going to get out of these cards. A PSA 9 is nearly $900, and if you get lucky enough to get a PSA 10, you'll get a big upcharge, but that's a $4,000 to $5,000 card at a minimum. So we think this is a great long-term card, and it's also a great card to be sending in at this level, because you don't want to send it in an express, because if you don't get the 9, you're losing money. You don't want to send it in at anything slower, like a value level, because you're getting upcharged no matter what grade you get, and it's going to take forever. So this is a perfect use of that time and a perfect example of a card you could find in the market that has upside. You have a decent chance of getting a 9 on it, solid chance of getting an 8, and if you do the numbers, 85 or 90% are 8s or better. So you're making money a lot of the time on this card, as long as you know the common things to avoid. And with a card like this, it's going to be centering. And then on the back, you're going to look for any kind of corner or edge issues. Luckily, this is a white border card, so some of those edge issues hide themselves a little bit better than if it were a black bordered card. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, agree, disagree, let us know. That's the big thing that we do. We want to have interactive videos. We want you guys to comment, let us know what you're thinking. Now, this card, I saw this and I thought to myself, wow, when this came out, it was Black Label Central, BGS 10 Central. There were so many high grades of this card. I can't believe that this card is still out there in raw form. And it is still an amazing buy if you're looking for a card to buy, grade, and sell. Why do I say that? Look at the pop report. On the bottom we see 940 out of 999 are PSA 10s. Not a math major, pretty good with numbers, but that's 94% of cards are PSA 10s, and you're more than doubling your money. You're more than doubling your money with this card. Now, you could send, there's probably a lot in BGS holders, because like I said, there's a lot of BGS 10s and a lot of BGS black labels. To me, I am sending this card to PSA day in, day out. If I could find a raw copy for $300, I'm buying it, I'm shipping it off to PSA, I'm making my $200-$300. It's even a card that I would consider sending a little bit slower, even if I'm going to get a little bit of an upcharge, because I don't need the card back for a while. I'd probably do the $30 level on this card. Pretty safe against an upcharge, pretty secure about the value, especially with his performance, and I'm going to get the card back, save my $20 in the rare case that I'm one of the 5% of the cards that does not get a 10. I can't believe there's so many of those out there still. Next one up, we have Acuna. We're big Acuna fans here at PC Sportscards. So, this is a great example of a card that is a great time to buy right now. As you could tell, there's 9,000 base cards graded. Now, this is numbered of 99. It's not like it's a rare short print where we don't know the exact pop count, the exact print run. There's 99 of these, so they don't come up that often. We have 3 highlighted on the screen right here. Right here, there's 3 highlighted on the screen. Those are the only 3 sales recorded on Card Ladder for 2022 of this card. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of sales of this card in the base version, right? That's what we have up top there. Hell, the last sale was on July 19th, and the pop was $83.86. Now it's $83.95, and that's 2 days later, right? 2 days later, and 9 more are graded. There's going to be tons of these coming out. as we see the end of the backlog, we're going to see more and more of the base cards come out. Acuna's down right now. Let's take that time to eat up some of these cards. A last PSA 9 did $300. It's running again, so it may not have even paid. If you could pick this card up for under $1,000, by the way, it didn't get upcharged at the economy level. If you could pick this card up for under $1,000, it may be a really, really good long-term buy. It was over $2,000 last year. And there's only 33 PSA 10s, and they're going to be really hard to find. This is one of those times where if you have 8, 10, 12 of the base card laying around, get rid of it, move it into one of these numbered parallels, and hold that instead of holding the multiple of the smaller card that has 10,000 of them graded already almost. Next up, my man Luka. I will be honest with you guys. I looked at Card Ladder and it confused the heck out of me. A PSA 10 is going for $130, but it says a PSA 9 is worth $125. There were some sales that high. I think people are trying to manipulate this market right now. A raw is $50. I am not holding on to this card long term. I don't care about Panini status at all. To me, it's a sell. I'd rather have a huge pop prism than even this, which is obviously a lot less of them graded, a lot less of them out there, probably more condition sensitive, even though the pop numbers don't say that. 75% of them are getting a 10. If I have this card sitting around, sure, I'll grade it. I'll send it in at the $18 level to grade it, or the $21 level through our website, PCSportscards.com. But I'm not holding anything like this long term. I'm getting out of the lower end cards. I would get rid of this, and if I like the look of this card, and I think it has long-term potential, again, like I said with the Acuna, it's time to start getting the lower number parallels. And if somebody's taking advantage, trying to make this market look like it's stronger, it's time for you guys to sell them. If you have this card, sell it. Move on from it. Pick something else up that has better long-term potential. I just don't see it with this card. Fifth card up. The next card up, I think, is a perfect example of what you should be using the economy orders for. It's a low serial number card of a high-end player that will have a huge upside when it grades, and it's not a super hard grade. Next up, we have a Joe Burrow, no huddle, mosaic, PSA 10. Look, it's numbered to 75. It's $50 raw. People don't really care that much about it. No huddle's not the greatest thing, but people like it. People like the shininess. People like mosaic. Remember the rule. You want to grade what somebody else will pay a premium for. It's Pop 6 now. The last sale said Pop 2, but it was probably Pop 5 at that point. More than 5 times your money on a PSA 10 at economy. More than 5 times your money. Don't know how hard this is to grade. I don't think it's very hard. Again, we have the white border, the white back on the full back, corners, edges. You got to look out for some edge issues on the orange parts, but in general, really easy to evaluate. Usually not many surface issues on these mosaic cards. Overall, I think it's a really easy product to grade. So I would say if you find these or Herbert, you could probably pay the same price for something like this as you would for a die cut kind of rookie card. This isn't even a rookie card, guys, right? Not even a rookie card, but people will pay a premium for it. This is a great card to be grading right now. I'd rather this than the die cut retail cards. Die cut rookie retail cards. I'd rather this. And last but not least, Mets fan eye candy. So these are cards that I generally would say that you don't need to be grading. I don't know many people that are paying a premium for this card. To me, this is pay the $50 to protect it. I would even just send these in. This has got to be PC kind of stuff. I would send this stuff in the $18 level, probably like rounded corners. Like you're not getting a big grade on this card, but you want it slabbed and protected. Send it in a little bit lower level. You don't need to send it in a super high level. But I love David Wright, and I love Mr. DeGrom. Hopefully he's back soon. Again, I don't know. There are 101s. Got another button. 1 of 5, sorry. These are low serial number cards. Like, this isn't even auto. They're cards that I think you would be collecting. I think the person that graded these is collecting these cards. So I would send them in $18, maybe $30, and I would get them slabbed and protected. I don't know many people paying premium for them, but I'm a Mets fan. I can't take the abuse. I mean, I absolutely love this card. So, not many opinions on these, but these are the kind of cards that I don't really think grading is so important for, especially a 101. And if you're collecting and you want to protect it, great, then it makes sense. But that's pretty much, to me, the only reason to get these things slabbed. Nice looking card, though. So again, I'm sorry that we didn't get a lot of videos out this week. We're not going to have a lot of content out next week. We're going to be down in Atlantic City. Come check us out. Happy to talk to everybody when we're down there. Look forward to it. And we should have a video up tomorrow as well. As always, thanks for checking us out.